So we've talked about this before. It was a while ago, right? And the show was super long. And so I couldn't put it up on Conspiracy University. Oh, that's right. Conspiracy University, um, the podcast, you can look it up. It's just the cook. So this is going up. It's just going to be the cook, right? So a lot of the other stuff around the cook is not in those podcasts. If you want the whole thing, you got to go to Conspiracy University. You got to go to Conspiracy Cookout with the Tinfoil Family. So it's two separate podcasts. It's Conspiracy University with just the cooks. Conspiracy Cookout with the Tinfoil Family has got the whole thing. So two separate podcasts. Also, Conspiracy University on TikTok and on Instagram. Make sure you follow us both places. All right. Um. So, remember blackisuniform.com, and vigorforpain.com, the world's greatest topical CBD products. All right. So yeah, let's hop to it. Like I said, I ain't got a whole lot of time today, so I'm gonna see if we can power through some of this stuff, um, and see what we could get. All right. So it's a lot of information that I kind of wanted to talk about. So I've been thinking about this topic for a minute, right? So in the realm of mysterious things in this world, I got two. Well, I got two that I think these are things that I think are knowable. So I'm not talking about the unknowable things. There are two things to me that always circulate in my brain, right? That I always wonder about. I'm always workshopping ideas on and workshopping thoughts about to try to come up with something that seems right. Number one, the number one thing that perplexes me the most, that I'm always kind of thinking about and running through scenarios and ideas and trying to piece together, is the moon, right? The moon is the most. I think the moon is more mysterious than the sun. The moon to me is the most mysterious thing in this world. Okay, I'm always kind of just thinking about it, right? So that's one. Number two, the thing that I'm always kind of workshopping things through is blood types. So there is no reason we shouldn't understand what, like, everything about blood types, how they function and what they are, right? It's within our grasp. It takes research. Like, I don't think this has not been done. I think it's been done, and I think they keep it because I think that blood types, um, if you knew what they actually were, I think they would give you the secret to what this world is and who we are and how we got here. Right. So I think they keep information around blood type so limited and restricted to the point where you can go to the doctor and he won't even tell you what yours is unless you pay for it. And remember, we talked about how much you got to pay for it. It's like $700 for like a blood testing kit or some shit. Right. Now, when you need some, right, or they need to know what your blood type is, it'll take them 30 seconds to do it. But just you casually walking around, the average everyday person knowing, no, right? I think that's you don't even got to spend $40. Ren, you can spend $10 on Amazon and get you an Eldon card to do it at the crib. You ain't gotta, ain't nobody gotta know what it is. Like, it's just you. You can do that shit at the crib by yourself. Find out what your blood type is for $10, right? So, um, there's a reason why they keep this shit a secret. It's not just like because they actively keep it from us. The only people who actually know their blood type are people in the military, because on a battlefield, if you need a transfusion, you need to know who can give you a transfusion. And so it's on their dog tags. But the average everyday person walking around, most people have no fucking idea, because I ask. I ask. Most people do not know. And so this goes in the realm of them keeping us ignorant. And so I told y'all I'm always kind of working through thoughts and and trying to figure shit out, right? And so my new working model, right? My new working model, and this goes back to um, the list, right? My new working model is that humans are separated by blood types in the species, right? I think blood types could be a separate subspecies of human, right? So I was reading off that list just so y'all could see all these fucking animals that they all look the same. A lot of these motherfuckers you couldn't tell the difference, but they're different species, right? One may just have a spot over here, right? A spot over there. His fur is a little bit different color, and they call that shit a whole different fucking species. And I'm like, I can't even give blood to somebody that's A, but we all the same. They call us what's it called, a poly. So we're a polymorph. That's the technical term. They're like, no, 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 no. You have different blood. You can't share blood and shit like that. But you're not different species, huh? That makes sense to you?
Not at
So
all.
all these different animals got all these different fucking species, right? And they all look the same. We look way fucking different, but we all the same. There's no genetic difference between humans. We're not different species, even though we look different, different genetics. None of this shit. We all the same species. Mm. So
Hey, you know a Nigerian when you see a goddamn Nigerian. I'm just
definitely
saying.
know a goddamn Nigerian. You see a goddamn
That
Nigerian.
hairline is not robust at all.
Facts.
Same
Them they ain't
same
no
So,
go
white
for them
people who smell like
Somalians.
bruh.
wet dog and hot dog water. Like what we talking about?
So, the way I conceptualize it in my mind is the blood type hides the species. Like that's what they're hiding, the fact that we're not all the same fucking species. We're not. And your species, your subspecies, first of all, is determined by your blood type. And then underneath your blood type, then you go into like your race. And so even though we could both be black, right? That don't mean we automatically the same species. Because just because we both black, I can't give you my blood.
I don't know, man. You've been listening to that Heil Hitler a little too much, dog. You know?
Hey, bruh. Hey, there's no such thing as listening to it too much.
Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. You know.
I thought Mark was talking about the Kanye version.
He is. Um. So, dude, I was thinking about this way before that shit, bro. But it meant like when I was going through it, all right, because remember, this is one of the things I be thinking about all the time. Like, yo, what if they're hiding the fact that we're not all the same fucking species, right? That we're different species, and then we have subspecies underneath that, or we're different subspecies, and then underneath that you have a subspecies. And so in my head, like I be visualizing this shit in my head, right? And so that's my current working theory. And so I'm working on the order of the subspecies because I don't think they were all created at the same time. Like I don't think all the blood types were created at the same time. And so I'm working on the order. right? So when you talk about blood types, most people talk about um, they'll say, "Oh, the O is the oldest. That's the original," right? And then from the O you get different stuff, and then you get the AB, that come together, whatever. I was looking at Quan sent me some. Quan, did you watch the video you sent me, bro?
Which one are you talking about?
You the one about blood types that you sent to my
Yeah,
Discord.
I probably got like halfway through it.
Yeah. So I watched the one. So I watched what he was saying. He was making an interesting argument, right? So his argument is that AB is the oldest, right? So he was making an argument that AB is the oldest, that it's the original. And so I listened to he had some good points in it. It was some good points up in it, right? Um, so O negative is the universal donor, but AB is a universal receiver. So anybody can give to AB, right?
And also, because I did some research on this like last year, AB is also the universal plasma donor. So you
Universal
can.
plasma donor as well. That's
Mhm.
correct. Yep. So he was making some interesting points about he was making an argument for AB being the first, and everything else came out of AB. All right. Um. So there's a lot of discussion around it. All right. There's not a lot of authentic, or there's not a lot of mainstream science that goes into kind of this discussion. Mainly because I think the truth would tear apart their conception of history, right? Because remember, they're trying to sell us as evolution. They're selling the blood types as an evolutionary trait. And so O was the first, and then A morphed out of that, and B morphed out of O, and then A and B got together and created AB, and it's all just evolution. They're trying to sell evolution, right? Whenever you research it, they try to sell evolution, and they try to sell it's based on who your people were, the hunter gatherers and the nomads, and like mm. So the entire narrative around blood is built to support the lie that they tell. The entire narrative around blood is built to support their lie. That's why it's really hard to get true information. Okay. um. So when I say hold on, let's real quick. Let me go over some blood type facts for you guys. Let's go with some blood type facts in terms of like the breakdown. So overall, here, let me see. What's the overall? What is it? Oh man. Oh, here it goes. Um, so the largest group in the world is O positive, which is why they try to say that O is the original, right? So O and the positive and negative have to do with the Rh factor. That's an antigen attached to the blood cell, right? They also don't know where that came from, or they don't tell you where it came from. It's not that they don't know; they just don't. They like the information isn't out there, right? So O positive is the largest. um, the second largest. So O positive is 42% of the population is O positive. 42%. That's damn near half. When you add the A positive, 31%. So between O positive and A positive, you have 73% of the population. O positive, A positive, 73% of the population. Then when you add in the B positive, that's another 15%. That's 88% of the population. That's the majority of the people you know. O positive 42, A positive 31, B positive 15. Okay? So those are the last of the double digit numbers. After that, we get into very small percentages of the population. So AB is 5% of the population. And so that's 88. So now we at 93. So then we go back to O. O negative is 3% of the population. O negative is 3% of the population. A negative is 2.5% of the population. B negative, 1% of the population. And AB negative is half a
Wait, dog.
percent. Hmm? What'd you say? Somebody say something? Okay. So there you go. So it goes O positive to A positive to B positive to AB positive to O negative, A negative, B negative, AB negative.
Linnell, is it okay to say something at this time?
Yeah, what you got?
All right. So when you talk about the positive and the negatives with a RH negative mother, if she has a positive fetus, her body will reject it. She won't even
Yeah.
be able to hold it, right? So like to me that supports what you were talking about as far as being of a different species.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's a barrier to reproduction.
And so that could be a cause for like miscarriages and shit in the
It
numbers
could
that they
be.
have.
I
Nigga,
was
you
just
you
thinking that,
you
Marty.
fucking the wrong species.
I was just
It
thinking that.
could be. 100%. 100%. All right. 100%. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's my working hypothesis right now. That blood type is an indication of your species. You know what I'm saying? So here, let me show y'all something. Let's go back to my chart. So here, let me run through this right quick. The highest rate of Rh negative blood is in um white people. Caucasians have the highest rate of negative blood. All right. So let's see. In white people, O positive is 37%, O negative is 8%, A positive 33%, A negative 7%, B positive 9, B negative 2. That's higher than the average. AB positive is 3, and AB negative is 1%. Right. So let's go to black people. Right. So black people, O positive 47%. That's them to half. Them to half of black people are O positive. O negative is 4%. All right. A positive is 24%. All right. A negative is 2%. Um, let's see. B positive, 18%. That's pretty high. All right. So white people B positive is only 9%. Black people B positive is a lot. Black people got a lot of B's. Goddamn. B positive is 18%. B negative is 1%. AB positive is 4%, and AB negative is 0.03. I'm sorry, it's 0.3%. So that's less than half a percent of AB negative in the black population. All right. Um, so it says higher frequency of B positive blood compared to Caucasian populations, lower rate of Rh negative types. Let's see. Hispanics, they got 53% is O positive. It's more than half. O negative is 4%. A positive is 29%. Right. So that's over 80% of Hispanics are either O positive or A positive. A negative 2%, B positive 9%, B negative 1%. AB positive 2%, and AB negative is 0.2%, 0.2%. That's less than black people, right? And let's see, Asians is 39% O positive, 1% O negative, 27% A positive, a 0.5% A negative. That's low as shit. B positive is 25%. B negative is less than 0.5%. AB positive 7%, and AB negative is 0.1%. It's the rarest, the fucking rarest. Um, and so it says Asians have the highest frequency of B blood of any major ethnic group. It also has a higher percentage of AB positive blood and low rates of RH negative. You know what I'm
I have
saying?
a question. Can
What's up?
you can you break something down to me?
Go.
Um, so like let's take a type A person, right?
Mm-hmm.
A type A blood type would mean that they have A antigen
Mm-hmm.
present in the blood, right?
Yeah. Well,
And then
it's attached to the blood cell. Yeah.
but and the antigen, because I'm trying to make sure I get this right.
Mm-hmm.
So the antigen, it's saying that it's a substance that the immune system recognizes as foreign and
Mm-hmm.
can trigger an immune response. So if you have A antigen, that means the A is the foreign entity.
No, 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 no. So, um, it's as long as it's attached to your blood, it's cool, right? Yeah, as long as it's attached to your blood, it's cool. So they give it the letter A because it's an antigen, and they've designated it A. It's a type of antigen that's attached to the blood cell, right? And it has a specific function in the body, right? It has specific functions in the body, right? Yeah. I think that's kind of the plainest way to put it. Is there something attached to each blood cell? Right? And depending on what your blood type is, there's a different thing attached to it. If you're O, nothing's attached to it. If you're O negative, nothing's attached to it. If you're O positive, then you have the RH factor, which is a protein attached to it. And so it's different things that are going on with your blood cells. You know what I'm saying? Um, so interestingly enough, and this goes to it's all, I'm gonna say this. I want y'all to think about this shit, right? Um, mm, so when it comes to primates, so remember we're primates. Humans are primates. Okay. When it comes to primates, chimpanzees and bonobos are exclusively type A, with a very, very, very small number type O. So chimps and bonobos are type A. Gorillas are type B. Chimps and bonobos type A. Gorillas type B. Orangutans are type A with a few type Bs and type ABs. Got me? So even other um, other hominoids, right? They have blood types too. Get me? So chimps are type 99% of chimps are type A, bonobos type A, gorillas type B, right? Orangutans type A, and every now and again you'll find a B or an AB. All right. Gibbons and simongs, which are lesser apes, they are a mix of AB and AB. So even in the monkey world, Apes and monkeys, they got blood types similar to us. The smaller ones are type A. The larger ones are type B. All right. You don't find that much O in apes. You don't find that much O in apes. All right. Interesting, right? No, I'm not sniffling. No, I'm actually pretty cool. Yeah, you don't find that much O in apes. All right. That's me taking a deep breath, Ramona, because I'm trying to talk it out. So, all right. So we got the small monkeys A, large gorillas B, and not a lot of O. Now, what they'll say is, and then there are a lot of monkeys who don't even have blood um, that are on the AB scale, not like not like us. But um, the ones who have blood like us, primarily A and B. All right. Um, the other thing is one of the things that I thought was pretty interesting, right? Is that in terms of alkalinity, so type A blood tends tends to be more alkaline. Type A blood tends to be more alkaline, and type B blood tends to be more acidic. Right? Hold on, let me let my cat in. What you doing out here, cat? All right, he in. Get your ass in. What you want? So there you go. Type A, more alkaline, and type B, more acidic. You get me? And so this is one of the things about when my man was who was talking about the AB blood. He was talking about how type AB, I mean, yeah, the AB blood, he was saying the type AB blood was neutral, was perfectly neutral. And so this was one of his arguments for AB being like the original. All right. So A is alkaline, B is acidic, AB is neutral. I did find out an interesting fact. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right. Any questions so far? Hmm. Good. We rolling? All right. I had to let the goddamn cat in.
Can y'all hear me now?
I hear you
Okay,
now. Mhm.
I was trying to say something, but I had to go out and come back in. It wasn't my mic wasn't working. So did you find what primates other than us have O? Because you said it's very minimal.
Let's see.
So I mean, I was looking up. You talking about just primates, or you talking about mammals, period, and animals?
No, I think she's talking about primates, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
like you
Yeah, she's
mentioned
never mind.
talking
Because
about.
I was looking up animals, period.
Yeah, so type O is virtually non-existent in primates.
but when you say practically not, so that means there are.
It says a handful of chimps.
Oh, okay.
A handful of chimps, all right, but it's really, really rare.
So wait, when you say you is the dancing monkey, that's real? Okay.
Now remember, I'm B Jamila B dancing gorilla.
Okay. Okay, big dog.
Dancing
Okay, big dog.
gorilla. God damn it. So no. Yeah. I'm type B. I'm the dancing gorilla. All right. So,
I do have a question.
what's up?
So going back to the article that you were reading that about the blood types being different species, how does sickle cell play a part in that? Because only black people get sickle cell, but it's not just one blood type that gets it, correct?
Right. So I think that. So remember, blood type. I think is just the platform that you're built on. Right. There are other things genetically that go on with you. Right. So even in the subspecies of fucking of blood types, the black people, right? We still black. We still got different DNA. DNA. All right. We still got a whole separate genetic makeup and shit. You know what I mean, so but yeah, it's not so the article I read didn't say nothing about black people about blood type being species. That's me. That's an original.
Okay, okay.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over here thinking. I'm like, all right. So we're separated by like into subspecies by blood type. Then up underneath the blood type, you have subspecies. All right. Because I'm looking at all these different mammals. Everybody got 5, 6, 8, 9 different species. And we sitting here just like, nah, it's just one. Nigga, what? That don't make no sense. Um, and so the thing is, like, we only look at blood type. So the general public only looks at blood type when it's time to give blood or when you need a transfusion, right? We look at blood. So if you've been around here, we talk about blood type diet. We talk about, yo, eating according to your blood. But there are other cultures that do more than just that, right? There are other places. So in certain cultures, they look at blood types as they look at it as personalities, right? They'll group you in personalities by your blood type, right? So let me see. Where is it at? Here it goes. So type A. This is blood type friendship compatibility. Type A is loyal, sensitive, thoughtful. All right.
That's interesting. I'm sorry. That's interesting that they would say type A is loyal, sensitive, thoughtful when, when you
Mm-hmm.
talk about type A personalities, which is not
So
really.
yeah, so yeah, this is totally separate from that,
Okay.
right? So this is just blood type, right? Blood type A is considered to be loyal, sensitive, and thoughtful.
That's
They're
it. That's
besties.
it.
Yeah, don't nobody need nothing
Dang,
else for
that's
you
crazy.
people. Um, so they are besties with type AB, who get their emotional side, and type O, who help balance them. Um, type O is confident, dependable, and bold. Mixes well with everyone, but especially with A and B, the glue of any group. Type B, wild, curious, fun loving. Great with type O, adventure partners, and AB who keep things interesting. And type AB, friendship compatibility. Um, type AB is deep, intuitive, mysterious. Bonds best with A for trust and B for creative chaos. Right? So it's not just food or um, it's not just food or eating or health stuff that they look at blood type for. So they even have a blood type like what's your blood type's magic. All right. So other cultures take blood type way more serious than we take it. So here for blood type magic. So type A, your magic, you're the cultivator, the element of earth, regularly spend time in the woods and countryside. Type B, the nomads, the element of air. it seems that the freer you feel, the most magnetic you, right? Blood type O, the hunters, element fire. It's kind of like what was that TV show? Avatar: Last Airbender. All right. Blood type O, the hunters, element of fire. Expose yourself to the light of the sun and moon regularly as light replenishes your energy. And AB, the enigmas, element water. Water is magic, replenishes your energy. Stay hydrated and try crystal elixir water. So this is your magic. This is your blood type's magic. This shit's fresh out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what I'm saying? Um, there are other things that blood type gets used for. There are lots of other things that blood type gets used for. So we just talked about personalities. So in let's see, in Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, it suggests that a person's blood type influences their personality traits, temperament, and behavior. All right. So in Japan and Taiwan, it said that the blood type is not only about the diet, right? But it influences your behavior. And it's not uncommon for an employer to ask your blood type on a job interview.
Don't that violate HIPAA?
Not in Japan,
I guess it's just Japan. I guess, yeah.
right? So here, it says common personality traits. Type A is calm, responsible, patient, organized, perfectionist, sensitive, cautious, and detail oriented. Type B, creative, independent, passionate, flexible, strong willed, sometimes selfish or inconsistent. What the fuck? Who wrote this shit? Some bullshit. Um, Type AB, rational, adaptable, cool headed, thoughtful, dual natured, can be both introverted and extroverted, sometimes perceived as unpredictable. Type O, confident, outgoing, ambitious, natural leaders, energetic, sometimes impatient or insensitive. All right. So remember, this is how they do um in like Asian countries. Like they want to know, all right, what's going on? All right. It
We
says in Japan, and so in Japan, dating and relationships, blood type is widely referenced in matchmaking and dating culture. Dating apps, magazines, and horoscopes often ask your blood type to suggest compatible partners. Some people consider blood type when evaluating personality traits or potential or relationship potential. Historically, some employers reportedly asked blood type during job applications to gauge personality or team fit. Certain personality traits associated with blood types are thought to predict suitability for leadership, teamwork, or stress tolerance. So this is not a it's not a light thing that they do.
Linnell,
Yep.
there was a time that when you got married, they go by blood type, right?
No, I think they just used to check
For
for.
marriage certificate
Yeah,
or
they used to
something
check to
like when
make
you
sure
were.
your ass wasn't goddamn related. I think.
Oh,
I think they
oh,
used to do
okay.
blood tests to make sure you weren't related. I think. Um.
They were also looking for weight and Tay Sachs and other shit too.
Hmm. Um. So yeah, man. So in Asian culture, blood type is so serious. they actually use it to morph, like to craft their characters for like their anime, right? Um, so here, where's the chart? I don't want to go one by one. I'll give you guys a chart. So type A, calm, responsible, sensitive, perfectionist, organized, loyal, and cautious, right? So those personality traits: introverted, thoughtful, studious, reliable, and disciplined. So in Sailor Moon, who watched Sailor Moon? Right. So that would be Ami Mizuno. That would be like a blood type A personality. All right. Um, I know, right? Blood type B, creative, independent, passionate, free spirited, unpredictable, and unconventional. Personality traits: adventurous, energetic, flexible, sometimes selfish or inconsistent. Who keeps writing this bullshit? So think about One Piece. Monkey D. Luffy would be type B. Let's see. Blood type AB, rational, adaptable, cool-headed, dual-natured, thoughtful, sometimes mysterious. Personality traits: analytical, logical, versatile, can be introverted or extroverted, unpredictable. So Naruto, it would be Shimakaru Nara, or in Death Note, it would be Laliet. All right. And blood type O for a character, it would be, let's see, blood type O is confident, outgoing, ambitious, energetic, natural leader, sociable, right? And so that's determined, competitive, bold, sometimes impatient or sensitive. So Dragon Ball, that would be Goku. Naruto, it would be Naruto. And in Full Metal Alchemist, it would be Edward Elric. Just what happens. I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm talking about Ethan. So there. So this is how they kind of they use blood types to craft characters. Right? They'll use the 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 archetype for that blood type to craft characters in their anime. Right. Um. Let's see. What we're gonna do? Oh, so for compatibility, that's what I was looking for. Okay. So, when you have, so these are compatibility matches for blood types. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a one-to-one, and then I'll kind of give you an overview. So for um, A to A is a romantic, like that. That interaction will be romantic, right? So blood type A to blood type A, that's kind of that'll end up being like a romantic situation, right? They're kind of the same. Um, A to O is complementary, so they kind of work well together, right? Um, A to AB is peaceful, right? A to AB is peaceful. Um, A to B is quarrelsome. What the fuck does that mean? Quarrelsome, all
They
right?
fight. They fight.
Y'all fight, y'all
I know,
argue.
I know. Let's see. Now this is some bullshit. B to B is dull. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, they coming at
Boring.
us, B. Like, dude,
Business to business. B to B. Business to
bruh.
business.
B to B is not dull. Where do we get dull from? Anyway, says B to O. B and O is fun. B and AB passionate. Uh, O and O tense. O and AB chaotic. And AB is loving. All right. So there you go. Let me see. So there's a chart for this. Where did it go?
Linnell,
Yo.
these are not considering the RH factor, right? It just
Correct.
general. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Um. Let's see, what's the chart? I just had it. Where'd it go? Oh no. Oh, it went past it. Give me a second. So this was about kind of friendships and matches. I looked at it and then I rolled my eyes and I think I kept scrolling because I was like, get the fuck out of here. All right, let's see. Here we go. Um, so blood type A, the most compatible blood types for A, all right, is another A or an AB. So for blood type A, most compatible is another A or an AB. Moderately compatible with O, apparently least compatible with B. Hmm. All right, for blood type B, most compatible with B or AB, least moderately compatible with O, least compatible with A. AB, most compatible with most compatible with AB, A, or B, and only moderately compatible with O. And then it says for O, the most compatible blood type is a O or B, moderately compatible with AB, and least compatible with A. All right, so this for you people thinking about uh, using your blood type as a marker for determining who to date. It says type A values harmony, so they match best with A and A or AB. B is independent and creative, so they match best with another B or an AB. Type B is flexible and can often go along to get along, and so it's whatever. And type O is confident and dominant, so they pair well with adaptable types like B or AB. All right. Um.
I thought B and B was boring.
Yeah, boring don't mean not compatible though.
No doubt.
Yeah, boring don't mean not compatible. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Um. All right. Any questions so far? All right. So up till now, we've just been talking about one. We talked about kind of what it is, right? Um, like what the different blood types, where you find blood types, and some of the personalities associated with blood types. All right. So you can see that is not just like this isn't a purely scientific thing in other places. In other places, people use this stuff to do different things, to make decisions about different stuff. You get me? So that's what when I mean like it's more the blood type than just you got this antigen and that's it. Like other cultures use blood type um, for other things. All right. Let's see where we at. Did that. Okay. So let's get down to brass tacks. All right. So let's dig into kind of some health stuff. All right. Because I mean, functionally, most people use this um, for health. At least now, I don't know what y'all gonna do after this. After this episode, you guys might be like, you know what? I'm gonna start asking people what their blood type is before I date them. You know what I'm saying? It's entirely possible. Um, so let's get into the theory, right? So, what are the main factors that are being looked at when, um, like in the blood type diet? Okay. Um, let's see. So when you see the list of foods, right? Um, I know a lot of y'all see it and y'all like, oh man, that's some bullshit. Oh man, why this? Why that? Dude, oh hell no, right? And so I think it's important to understand like how the decisions were made, what's actually being taken into account when a food is on your eat list or do not eat list, right? And so remember, I said this earlier, right? So this is just kind of a blueprint, right? This is a foundation on which you can structure your diet, right? And so after you have the foundation, you can tweak it. But I do think having a foundation is important, right? Because it gives you a place to start.
Yo,
Um,
no, real quick.
yeah.
You know, as you was talking, I was thinking about. I wonder if, because you're talking about how like certain foods is most beneficial for whichever blood type. It makes me think about like what type of diseases or what type of like conditions affect certain blood types. Like for example, like diabetes. Like would diabetes affect somebody who's
Yeah,
oh,
we'll get
like
into it. Yeah, we'll get
yeah.
into it. Um, so let's run through the things that are taken into account when like so the dude that's responsible kind of for this philosophy, his name is Dr. Peter Diadamo, right? So yo, shout out to Dr. Peter J. Diadamo for the information because I fucks with it. So there are a number of things that are important, right? So he looks at lectins, cortisol, enzymes or stomach acid, the metabolic or immune consideration, and then you have your kind of your personal adjustments. Also in there is some about uh, there's some propaganda in there about evolution. Y'all know I'm not an evolution dude. There's no evidence for evolution, and so um, yeah, I don't worry about the evolution shit. So in terms of lectins, right? Um, we literally did a whole show on anti nutrients, and so lectins is one of them, right? Lectins are proteins found in plants and some animal products that bind to cells, including red blood cells, and affect digestion and metabolism. Okay, so Diadamo theorizes that each blood type has a unique susceptibility to certain lectins. All right, so um, so type O. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Right, so lectins. Oh, where's my go back to my letter. So what I wanted to look at was all right. So in each thing, I wanted to see all right, what does it look like when that thing is out of balance? All right. So we're starting with lectins, right? So what does it look like um, when you have like what do lectins do in your body, right? Hold on, I had it down here somewhere. Where'd it go? Um, so if I don't, I'm gonna have to do it off memory. I want to do it off memory. So because I want to give you what. Oh, here it goes. So in terms of lectins, so this is how lectins kind of function in the body that causes a problem, right? So Diadamo proposes that the distinct sugar antigens on the surface of your blood cell are key. These antigens are determined by your ABO genes, right? So type O has antigen H, type A has antigen A, B has B, and AB has both A and B. And so what he's saying is that lectins in foods are like little magnets with a specific shape. If a lectin has a shape that binds, right, to the antigen, then the that lectin will cause problems like clumping of blood cells, Um, that's clots and shit. Inflammation or organ stress, right? And so the if the food, right, if the lectin in the food has a shape that's attracted to your antigen, so if you're A, then it's going to be the antigen, the A antigen. If you're a B, it's going to be the B antigen. If the lectin has a shape that gets attracted to it, then it could cause a problem. So if you have, let's say you're type A, if this food is if the lectin is attracted to a type B, then it's just going to pass by. It's not going to cause a problem. If it's attracted to a type A, then it's going to bind and cause problems, and that's when you get all these different issues. Everybody got that? So this is how the lectins work. If the lectin, if that particular lectin is attracted to your blood type, then it'll bind to your blood and start causing problems, inflammation, and goddamn it, blood clots and things of that nature. And it'll stress out the organs. So we got that. We good. Make sure we good. I'm trying to talk over nobody. I want to make sure everybody understands like why. Because whenever you look this shit up, they're like, oh, it's, there's no reason or rhyme or reason to it. This is not scientific and this shit like that, right? But there's an actual thought process behind it, right? It's the lectins in the food, the anti-nutrients, are binding to the antigens in your blood and causing problems. All right. And so, yeah, that was lectins. All right. And so, type O, all right, should avoid. So, type O has the H antigen. And so, one of the problematic lectins are in wheat, corn, kidney beans, and lentils. All right. And so, it says these lectins are drawn to the H. That's the H antigen. All right. And metabolism and insulin function for one. Oh wait, hold on. It says that these lectins are drawn to the H antigen structure and can disrupt metabolism and insulin function for type O. So insulin function is where diabetes comes from. So all you type O's and you're like, yo, I don't even eat bad, but I'm getting diabetes. Look at what the fuck you eating. So a lot of times, a lot of people that's a lot of people are like, no, I eat good. I got a good diet. So you could be eating a mainstream good diet and still end up fucked up because the things that you're eating aren't meant to be in your body. So back to lectins. For type A, some of the most problematic lectins: lima beans, kidney beans, and wheat. All right. Lectins have these lectins have a affinity for the A antigens. They can agglutinate A cells, leading to a higher risk of cancer and heart disease. Type B, chicken, corn, lentils, and tomatoes. Dude, y'all. So I had been gave up corn. I used to eat lentils though. I used to eat lentil soup. But giving up tomatoes and chicken was tough. The lectin in chicken, for example, is attracted to that B antigen and can trigger inflammatory and immune responses. Mm. In type AB, uh, so yo, if you type AB, you screwed because you got to avoid everything the A and B do. And so that's chicken, corn, kidney beans. As the hybrid type, ABs are sensitive to the lectins that affect both A and B. It's jacked up. Jacked up. All right. So that was lectins. Any questions about the lectins? Krills, you just ate tomatoes. Are you type B? If you type B, you might want to think about giving them joints up. If you type B, you might want to think about giving them joints up. All right. Let's see.
I know.
Yep.
Just so we were talking about people being on the diets and stuff like that or whatever. I did the whole cabbage diet for like 2 weeks and it wasn't doing shit for me. And then I found out that cabbage is on my avoid list. And that's why it didn't do anything for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Would you say watch repeat AB again? Let's see. So AB is so you know what? I just went over a quick list. I'm gonna go over a more detailed list after I go through all the things that they look at. Right? I'll go over a more detailed list after I go over all the things that they look at. So I was just going over some of the things that have lectins and the problems that those lectins will cause. Okay. All right. All right. So he looked at lectins, right? Um. Let's see. So apparently, oh yeah, type A sensitive to meat and dairy lectins. Yeah. Type B tolerates dairy but sensitive to chicken and corn. Yeah, we just talked about that. All right. So what else does he? He looked at digestive enzyme activity and stomach acidity. Digestive enzyme activity and stomach acidity. Okay. Um, and so type A's have low stomach acid. And so they have problems digesting things. So if you don't have the enzymes, so you know what? When I first got into health, this is one of the first things that I could. This is one of the first rabbit holes. It was Dr. Nardi who used to talk about enzymes. And he's like, "Yo, if you don't have the enzymes, then you can't process the food, and so you got to focus on eating food that that don't require a lot of enzymes to process. Either that and foods that add enzymes to the digestion process." Right. For fermented foods, add enzymes. Right. Pineapples add enzymes to the digestion process. And so the more enzymes that you have, the more you can digest. And so type A's have the lowest amount of enzymes. Type A has the lowest amount of enzymes. And so this is why they have the most restrictive diet because they can only eat things that their body can process. I saw your eye roll, Val. That's fucked up. So check this out. Um, some of the conditions that having like low stomach acid can cause, right? Um, impaired digestion and and nutrient malabsorption, right? Undigested food in your stool, bloating, belching, gas. Food will sit in your stomach fermenting instead of being properly broken down, and so that's where you get that gas from. Food just sitting around, right? Upset stomach or nausea, small intestinal bacterial growth, gut infections, nutrient deficiencies, right? So vitamin B12 requires stomach acid to separate it from the dietary protein. Deficiency can cause anemia, fatigue, and neurological issues. Iron, acid converts dietary iron, that's ferric iron, or iron pyrite, into absorbable form of ferrous. Deficiency leads to iron deficiency and anemia. Calcium malabsorption, right? Magnesium, zinc, and protein. Absorption of these are also hindered. leading to a wide range of downstream effects. Um, because nutrient malabsorption and because nutrient malabsorption and gut health are foundational to overall health, hypocalorrhea can contribute to the problem far beyond the gut. So this is low stomach acid, right? So this is for you type A's. So if you eat foods that are taking up all of the enzymes in your stomach, and you don't have the stomach acid to process foods, you end up with certain conditions, right? Skin issues like rosacea, eczema, and SIBO are all linked to low stomach acid. Autoimmune conditions, right? There's a strong connection between leaky gut, right, and inflammation, right? Leaky gut and inflammation are linked to poor digestion, right? And different types of autoimmune diseases. Fatigue, low energy, weak bones, osteoporosis, and food sensitivities and allergies. All this can be caused by low stomach acid, right? And so think about this. If you're type A, right, because you guys have the lowest stomach acid, so you're already coming in the game with low stomach acid, right? And then you do stuff to reduce the amount of stomach acid, like what? Yo, you're putting yourself in a bad position. Okay. And so what are some of the things that reduce stomach acid? So over time, stomach acid gets low. So you should always be adding enzymes to your body, eating food with enzymes in it. But stress, chronic stress, reduces stomach acid. Certain infections reduce stomach acid, like H. pylori. Nutrient deficiencies, zinc or vitamin or the B vitamins. Okay. Certain medications, stomach surgery, like a gastric bypass, will reduce stomach acid, and then certain health conditions. Okay. So there you go. So A's have low stomach acid. O's have high stomach acid. That's why you guys can eat every goddamn thing, except for dairy. Y'all screwed. All right.
Is that O you saying?
Prone to
Yeah.
ulcers too.
Oh, so dairy, no dairy for O's?
No dairy for O's. No, 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 no. Um, and so you got to be careful of having too much stomach acid. All right. So too much stomach acid causes GERD. Right. That's acid reflux. Ulcers. Right. Esophagitis, heartburn, regurgitation, bloating and burping, nausea, stuff like that. Um, what triggers stomach acid? So if you're an O, so remember you got a lot of stomach acid, so you don't want to have too much. And so what triggers stomach acid? Spicy food, fatty food, chocolate, caffeine, mint, onions, and acidic foods like citrus or tomatoes. All right. Um, yeah. All right. So we got two conditions, A and O. A has low stomach acid. Um, B has high stomach acid. And so you got to be mindful of what's going on with your body. All right. And so that's the stomach acid enzymes in the body. So right
Wait,
now,
did you say A has high stomach acid?
no,
I mean,
I'm sorry. A has low, O has high. I'm sorry if I said something.
because I was about to say, how do they have high stomach acid if
No,
they
no,
can't
no,
even
no,
eat
no,
nothing? Okay.
no, no. A has low, O has high. All right. So these are the things that were considered in the book when determining what you can eat. Number one is lectins and how it affects your body. We went over that. Number two, the amount of enzymes in stomach acidity. Number three, stress hormones and your cortisol response. Right. So different blood types have different stress hormone levels and a different cortisol response. So foods are chosen to support energy stability and reduce stress-related digestive or metabolic issues. Type O, high protein foods stabilize cortisol and energy. For type A, plant-based foods calm stress response. And for type B and AB, a mixed diet supports moderate cortisol handling. Okay, so it's about understanding um, what your blood type can handle. Right, about understanding what your blood type can handle. And when we talk about cortisol, right? So too much cortisol, right? It's called hypercortisolism. They just be making shit up. All right. Has a wide ranging effects throughout the body. Cortisol is a vital steroid hormone produced by the adrenal glands, crucial for managing stress, metabolism, inflammation, and sleep wake cycles. Some of the causes of high cortisol is stress, Cushing's, and pseudo Cushing's. All right. So high cortisol can cause weight gain. It can cause hyperglycemia. Right. So cortisol reduces insulin sensitivity and promotes glucose production, which can lead to type 2 diabetes over time. So it's a lot of people who they become diabetic, but it's not necessarily because of their food per se, but because of their lifestyle. Right? If you have a high stress lifestyle and your body is constantly producing cortisol, it can reduce the effect of insulin in your body. Right? Hey, because you stress me out. Um,
Me, I try
hy-
so hard.
hey yo, hypertension, high blood pressure. Cortisol can restrict blood vessels and cause the body to retain sodium and excrete potassium, driving up blood pressure. So cortisol causes inflammation. Cortisol also reduces your body's pH level. It makes your body more acidic. Like so, when people talk about you can get sick from stress, it's not mental. It's the cortisol response doing all these things in your body. All right. Let's see what else can cause high cortisol. Um, let's see, osteoporosis, fluid retention, um, cognitive and mental effects, depression, anxiety, mood swings, irritability, brain fog, sleeping problems. All right. If you have inflammation, all right. So it says long-term suppression can lead to dysregulation and increase the risk of chronic inflammatory conditions. All right. So there.
Now, I meant maybe I missed something, but
Mhm.
so is to reduce cortisol, it's different for each blood type? Like what?
So these are some of the behaviors. So this isn't even food. This is behaviors. So the diet is designed to not um, to not cause your cortisol level to rise.
Okay.
So it's telling you to stay away from foods that will raise your cortisol level.
Right. So I was just asking. Yeah. So does did you say which foods raise your cortisol level in each blood type?
Right. So um,
Because it'll be different for each blood type,
right. So I
right?
haven't went right
Yeah.
exactly. So I haven't went
Okay.
through the
Oh, okay.
list
Okay.
of what you should and shouldn't eat. Right. So right now I'm just talking about the theory and philosophy of how he arrived at the list.
Okay. I got you.
Right. So everybody's got their own list. Right now we're just talking about, yo, well, why can I eat this and he can't and he can eat that, but I can't eat this and he can eat that. Right. And so that's a lot of the times those are the questions. And so that's what we're going over right now. Like, all right, um what did he look at in order to determine what you should and shouldn't eat? And so he looked at lectins, how lectins affect your particular blood type. He looked at what foods cause your cortisol level to rise. He looked at what body type has the enzymes to to digest what food, right? So we're just kind of going through the different things that he looked at. And while we're going through it, I'm just kind of letting everybody know what these things do. So I don't want to talk about lectins and people are like, well, what the fuck is a lectin? Right? I don't want to talk about cortisol and people are like, man, I get cortisol shots. How's that bad? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through each of these, each factor that he considers, and I'm letting you guys know what it means for you to have too much and what it means for you not to have enough.
Question real quick.
Yeah.
Will preparation style play a part in these four anti-nutrients? The lectins, the cortisol level, the enzymes, that.
So like there are things you can do. So I'll give you an example. I can't have tomatoes, right? But the thing about tomatoes that I can't have is in the skin. The lectins are in the skin and in the skin and in the seeds. So for me, I can I can have tomato paste, but I can't have whole tomatoes. Now, a type A, you guys can't eat tomatoes for a different reason. Y'all can't eat tomatoes because it might raise your cortisol because some in it interacts with the goddamn your antigen. You can't have none of the tomato.
Okay, because like I know that salmon is on my highly beneficial fish, but smoked salmon is on my
Right,
avoid. So I was
right.
trying to
So
figure out what
yeah, it
the
may be
smoked
something
fish
in the
is.
preparation of it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about lectins, digestive enzymes, stress hormones. Uh, what else? Here we go. Metabolic and immune system considerations. Foods are selected based on how they influence metabolism, weight management, and immune function. Some foods may trigger weight gain, digestive upset, or inflammation in certain blood types. All right. And then he gives the example of like lectins, like the wheat and the type O must avoid wheat because the lectins may agglutinate O type blood and slow metabolism. Right. So there's not a one size fits all. Um, well, this is how it's going to affect your body. See what I'm saying? It's not a one size fits all. This is how it's going to affect your body. And so you gotta uh or this is how it's going to affect your blood type, I should say. Okay. So, and the last thing is like personalize the adjustments. right? Personalize the adjustments. So you start off the basic, with the basic structure, and as you go, you'll be like, okay, like I think Liz is doing a really good job, right, of testing out what's what, right? So she goes pure, you know what I'm saying, type A, and then she added in. She was like, all right, I've been doing the type A thing for a couple of weeks. My system is pretty clean, right? All right, let me add in something I'm not supposed to eat. So she did that, and then all of a sudden her allergies came back, and she like, oh shit, okay, can't do that, all right, can't do that. So, um, one of the most important things is um, to be mindful of. All right, I'm doing the diet. If you're having negative responses, right, then add something back. See if it stops. If the thing don't stop, take it back out. Add something else, right? And give it some time. Understand a lot of this, your body's got to adjust. But once your body adjusts to it, like you're good to go. All right. Once your body adjusts to it, you're good to go. Um. All right. So here I know there's some people who are like, all right, well, did you talk about the specific diseases yet? Um, I mean the specific food yet? Not yet. So one more thing I'm going to go over before we talk about the specific food is the diseases. Okay. So blood type O has a lower risk for heart disease, right? It's a slightly lower risk of coronary artery disease than non O's. They have a lower risk for pancreatic cancer and a lower risk for like malaria, but they have a higher risk for ulcers, right, and thyroid disorders. Um, type A has a lower risk for ulcers, but a higher risk for heart disease, uh, gastric cancer, severe malaria, smallpox, and some viral infections. All right. Um, type Bs have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, but a higher risk of pancreatic cancer, type 2 diabetes, and certain infections, including E. coli and cholera. And type AB, lower risk for ulcers, higher risk for cognitive impairment and memory decline, cardiovascular disease, and pancreatic cancer. All right. All right. Any questions so far? I went over a lot in a very short amount of time. Went over a lot in a very, very, very short amount of time. All right. So now let's
Are
get.
you prone? Are these different blood types prone to these different diseases because their blood type lacks something, or they're having too much of it in their diet?
Um,
What makes?
it's. I think it's how your blood interacts with the things that you put into it. All right. So the whole thing is about how your blood is interacting with um with the things that you're putting inside of it. Right. That's the big thing. See what I'm saying? Right. You got me. Yeah. All right. So anybody else got any questions about anything we didn't went over so far? Because now we finna start talking about um specific like blood diet specific blood types, right? and the food you guys can eat. And so I'm knowing when we start talking this, there's gonna be a lot of, oh man, a lot of bitching and moaning and shit. All right. Most of you people that are around me already know. So one, does everybody know their blood type? Who doesn't know their blood type? Let me see who's here. Who on stage don't know their blood type? Let me see. Sound off, man. Let me see who been slacking. Cause I didn't warn y'all already. Who on stage don't know their blood type? Low, you know your blood type, bro?
Nah, man. Nah.
No, man, no, that's fucked up. Let me see. Diamond, you got yours? Fifth, you know yours?
Yes,
All right, Ren, you got yours?
sir.
I just popped back in. What
You
happened?
know, you know your blood type?
Yeah.
Did I break up?
Ramona, you got yours?
Yeah, I think I know mine.
Either you know it or you don't.
Well, I'll
You know,
just say,
oh, sorry.
well,
Go ahead.
because I had,
Bruh.
because I had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
then and they had to give me the shot, and I know what my baby's blood type is, so
Oh,
that's
you
how
had to get the Rogam
I
shot?
know mine. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right.
So that's kind of how I know.
All
Yeah,
right. Let's see.
Something negative.
Well, what you say, Sean?
Yeah, she's a negative blood type.
yeah.
She just don't. Maybe she doesn't know if it's A O A.
She know what it is. You
I
know what it
know.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She know what it is. All right. Everybody know what their blood type is. Mute lay, you know what yours is. Who else up in this joint? I'm asking questions. Ain't nobody typed in the chat. Amber Nicole,
Hold
did you
on,
get yours?
wait. I
What's
had to
up?
go get my phone. Just like a goddamn tourist being difficult.
I swear to God. I swear to God. What you say, Noonie? You can get those kits off Amazon. Yeah, you do. It's called a Eldon card. ELDON Eldon card. It costs $10. You can know yours tomorrow, Mute. You killing me, man. Let's see who else in this joint. Mariposa chick, you know your blood type. Tammy. Let's see who's that. L Rocky Good. L Rocky Be Good. You know yours. Kaylin Blunt. Nita. Let's see. Peach. Elsa.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of someone's blood type changing over time?
So I've heard about that. Um. So I was researching it because when I heard about it, I was like, yo, that's interesting. So they named a couple times it can change. So if you get a blood transfusion, it'll change for a little while, and then apparently your bone, because it's controlled by your bone marrow, and so your bone marrow will slowly change it back. Um, there are certain infections that can cause it to change for a little bit. None of them are permanent though. From what I looked up, none of them were permanent, right? And so you can have temporary changes. So that's what I saw. I haven't seen any credible evidence of somebody's blood type changing permanently. So it's either from like diseases, is from transfusions, um, like you get stem cells or something, uh, certain medications, right, can affect your blood. So
Linnell, have you heard of new blood types outside of A O B?
I've heard people
Okay.
talking about some different blood types, but like I said, we'll see. I'm slow to latch on to that shit because people just be saying shit. So,
Well, you know, with
but I have
the
heard about it though.
advent of mRNA technology and gene therapy, I just wondered if there was, um, a tie there. like giving us a hit because we didn't hear about that until around that time that there were emerging new blood types. So I just thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Let's see. Diamond, you know your blood type? Oh, you just ordered the test off him? Ugh. All right, Diamond just ordered it. Nita, you got your blood type? Let's see. She says she believes she's okay. All right, I got you. All right, good stuff. Let's see. All right, let's get into some specifics. Hmm. Let's see. Well, let's start with O. All right. Let's start with
Man, why
O.
you gotta start with my shit?
You know what? Cause
Get your hating ass up.
most of y'all are O's, right? Most of y'all are freaking O's. Let's see. Let's look at the food list for O. So one of the main thing that people always ask, well, the main problem with O is you guys can't have dairy and eggs. So there is no beneficial dairy or eggs free. Oh, I'm sorry. How you pronounce this thing? Pecorino. Is that a cheese? Has anybody ever had pecorino cheese?
I never heard of it.
So that's y'all can have pecorino cheese, and you can have Romanian urda. I wouldn't eat nothing called no fucking urda.
Is it not beneficial, or is it says
No,
don't
no,
eat?
no. So, but these are the beneficial ones. What you have to avoid here. Let me tell you what y'all got to avoid. It'll be easier to tell people what they got to avoid. All right. So when it comes to cheese, American cheese, blue cheese, brie cheese, casein, cheddar cheese, Colby cottage, cream cheese, Edam, uh, Emmenthal, Swiss cheese, goose eggs, gorgonzola cheese, Gouda cheese, Gruyere cheese, half and half, ice cream, uh, Jarlsberg cheese, kefir, Manchega cheese, milk, buttermilk, milk, cow skim milk, whole milk, goat milk, Monterey Jack cheese, Munster cheese, Neufchâtel cheese, paneer cheese, Parmesan cheese, provolone cheese, quail eggs, cork eggs, ricotta cheese, Romano cheese, a Refort cheese, sour cream, Stilton cheese, string cheese, whey protein powder, and yogurt.
Mm-mm, I'm already overwhelmed. Who is this? Was that the
That's for
avoid
O.
list?
That's for
That's
O.
O. O.
Was it the avoid list for O?
What?
Yeah, that was the
That's the
avoid.
avoid. So you can like O positive. Our neutral cheeses are feta and mozzarella. Our milk is soy milk. Um, the butter is neutral, but yeah,
Yeah,
feta, mozzarella, and
What?
soy cheese, and soy milk.
yeah. So that's the big thing for y'all. Like the dairy is a no go. Soy ain't
I
dairy,
wonder if they
Quan.
even, but do they categorize it for male and female?
No. Does your blood different male from female? What are you talking about?
It's
No.
okay for men to drink soy milk. I'm just asking. I don't know.
So, I don't. Is soy in the? I think soy might be neutral.
He don't want to grow titties, bro.
Yeah, I mean, soy bad for
Soy
different
is
reasons, right? But
neutral.
yeah, that's bad for different reasons, bro. They're just talking about dairy. Like I don't know. I think that might be in a different list. Oh, you know what? In beans and legumes, soy is neutral for y'all. For soy is neutral. For beans and legumes, you got to avoid copper beans, kidney beans, lentils of all type, pinto beans, navy beans, soybean pasta, tamarind beans.
No lentil?
No lentil.
So,
Let's
Linnell,
see.
I'm
Huh?
coming in late, but did you explain why O has the foods that they have versus the other blood types? Like,
I
there's a
did.
reason.
I
Okay,
did.
as far as movement and that they are usually like heavier in their movement than the other ones, and
Oh no,
that's
I didn't
why.
talk about that part. No, I didn't talk about that part.
Yeah, that's important. That's an important piece of
Well,
it
go ahead and
when you're
explain.
going through them. Yeah, so those with type O tend to be more active. Think about like in the old days, they'd be the hunters and gatherers. So people with the O type generally like to work out very hard. You're the ones that are running marathons. You're the ones that are lifting heavy. Like your movement is more excessive than the other two blood types. So that's the reason why your some of these foods are more relevant to you because you need that to burn the energy.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, you need that to burn the energy. I'm driving, so if I blink out, just tell me. But yeah,
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you. I
hunters
thought.
and gatherers. O types are the hunters and the gatherers. They're out there, feeding the village.
Yeah, that's an evolution paradigm. I don't know about that, but it's okay.
It doesn't diminish the need to move.
That's facts. I get you. All right, let's see where we at. So we're still in O. Let me give y'all some. Let me give y'all some more bad news. Um. All right, these are fruits that you got to avoid. The Asian pear, avocados, blackberries, cantaloupes, coconut meat, honeydew melon, kiwi, lychee nuts, oranges, plantains, and tangerines. All right, that's what you got to avoid.
Hey, Lynette, you forgot rhubarb, blackberries, and coconuts too.
I said coconut meat. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
This is for typo, right?
Yeah, this typo. Let's see. So I'm not gonna do everything for everybody. I'm just gonna give you
I
guys.
I posted the O foods in the
Oh,
Yes,
chat.
thank you, Robin.
You're
oh, and
welcome.
seafood. The avoid list for O's is catfish, barracuda, conch, frog, octopus, pollock, squid, calamari. There you go. Y'all got a lot of seafood. I'm jealous of that. Let's see. The vegetables you have to avoid: alfalfa sprouts, capers, cauliflower, corn, popcorn, cucumber leeks, mushrooms. So shiitake mushrooms, white mushrooms, silver dollar mushrooms, mustard greens, black olives, pickles, vinegar, white potatoes with skin, rhubarb, spirulina, and corn.
No spirulina?
No spirulina.
What?
Okay.
No white potatoes with skin? The
Nope.
fuck?
no,
Yo,
I
this
saw the one
one,
that says
this one is interesting
eggplant
to
too.
me. For herbs and spices on your avoid list is the big thing on here is black pepper and nutmeg. That's on mine too. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Black pepper?
Yeah.
But we can do red pepper. Red pepper is on our highly beneficial.
I
It
like red
is.
pepper.
But you know what? It's funny you say that. I love pepper, right? But and I know people sneeze but it's uncontrollable.
They
Like
Mm.
also have white pepper, y'all. There is a
I feel
white
like I
pepper.
ain't supposed to be around it, but I do it anyway.
All right. On the meats and poultry to avoid, y'all in good shape here. The only thing you got to avoid is goose liver, pork bacon, ham, quail, squirrel, and turtle. Y'all in good shape when it comes to the meats, man.
See, I told you it's why turkey bacon. Yeah,
Yeah. No such thing as turkey bacon.
it is. It
Bruh, I
is.
couldn't get off mute
And
fast enough.
It is.
and let me
Ain't no
oh,
turkey bacon.
and let
Hey,
me reiterate the reason why O's have all of those proteins at their disposal because they move more. You will feel more energetic. You feel good about working out more frequently. You operate at a higher energy level. So that is why your blood type is more in alignment with higher proteins.
All right, let's see. Condiments and sweeteners. This is on your avoid list for you O's. Remember, this is damn near half of y'all. Arabic gum, agar, aloe vera, aspartame, Irish moss. This is for all you sea moss people. Cornstarch, dextrose, guar gum, high fructose corn syrup, high maltose corn syrup, or multidextrin. Invert sugar, ketchup, MSG, mayonnaise, tofu, soy, cellulose, mustard with vinegar and wheat. That sucks. Pickle relish, polysorbate 80, um, vinegar, except apple cider vinegar, and Worcestershire sauce. All right, so that's on the condiments to avoid.
Like that's why I don't understand. It said like that. Oh, people are should avoid spicy foods, but then our beneficial spices are curry and red pepper, and
Curry ain't
then
spicy though.
Yeah,
curry.
curry's not really spicy.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Nuts
Well,
and
it depends on
seeds.
what type of curry.
Nuts and seeds. The avoid for the nuts and seeds: beech nuts, Brazil nuts, cashew butter, cashews, European chestnuts, peanut butter, peanut flour, peanuts, pistachio nuts, poppy seeds, sunflower butter, and sunflower seeds. Those are your avoids. All right. Those are your avoids. And since we here already, let's go ahead and give you guys what oils and fats you need to avoid. Avoid avocado oil, coconut oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, evening primrose oil, lard, margarine, palm oil, peanut oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and wheat germ oil. All right. Everybody feel all right now? We're good with O?
I
Gratitude.
guess.
All
No,
right.
but thank
All
Everybody
right, y'all.
good?
you.
Everybody happy now?
We be alright.
Wait, you moving on to another blood type?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was for O. That was the O. Everything I said was for avoiding. All right. I'm only going to read the avoids. I'm going to let y'all figure out the beneficials and the neutrals. All right. I'm going to let y'all figure out the beneficials and the neutrals. All right. Any questions about that? No, we're
Are
good.
you are you posting the list because the
Somebody else was
neutral?
posting. I think Robin was posting the list.
All right, and if anybody wants it, just hit me up on the back channel. I have them all. But Linnell, you doing the beneficial and the
No,
avoids? Well, then
just the
avoid the.
avoids. Yeah, I'm only doing the avoids. They can. So everything else after the avoid, they can figure out. Remember, Miss Melody, I'm the bearer of bad news. I'm here to crush souls.
So, those of you who want a thorough, more balanced information, go to the previous podcast that we did. Did you ever post that?
Yeah, it's
Because
up.
this is very one
It's
sided.
not one
All right,
sided.
go to that one to get it is. It is one sided. But continue.
It's not one
I'll berate
sided.
you privately. I'll berate you privately.
Bruh, it's not. So this is the thing, right? Most of the problems that we're having is because of the things that we shouldn't be eating. The things in your beneficial, like I'm sure you're eating some of that, and then stuff is neutral. So it's not hurting you. So what I'm trying to do is get people to stop hurting themselves.
Right,
Right?
but the other side of that is they need to fill up their plates with more of the things that are beneficial, not just avoid. That's important, but you also want to know what's beneficial so you'll eat more of
And
that.
that's what the internet is for.
One-sided.
We are the internet, bro.
No,
That's like telling somebody to go do your own research
no,
when we
no,
have
no,
it.
no. So again, if you're here, I think Robin posted the beneficial for the
Y'all
whole
acting
list for
like y'all
everybody.
KYP, and then y'all trying to tell Linnell to change.
When has he
Come
Bruh.
never
on.
not given people information though, Marty?
I am giving them information on how not to fuck themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Once you get rid of the avoids, you figure out everything else. And plus, we're gonna be here all night trying to go through everybody's everything. Gotta focus.
I was just about to say, if it's a time constraint, just say that.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? All right. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next? Let's see what I got up here. You know what I got right here? I got A. Let's go A. All right. Let's see. Where you going to start at, Corey? You want to start at the meats?
Oh
Let's
hell,
start at the meats.
yeah.
So since Miss Melody is hell bent on me giving beneficial, let me read off the list of beneficial meats in A. End of list.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, I was literally about to.
That's why. No, y'all don't let him go there. That's why it's important for both, because there are neutral. But if you
I didn't say it
only
wasn't
eat the
neutral. I said
neutral, you'll
beneficial.
know that the beneficial isn't there. So, you know what, Linnell? This is awful. You flunked. This is a horrible overplay of the blood type diet. You're fired.
All right.
And you know I was across the room saying you a fucking hater. That's
There you
Y'all acting like y'all really firing Linnell. Get out of
go.
here.
That was funny.
Hey, yo. All right, here we go. All right, let's go with the avoid. So these are the meats and poultry to avoid for A. First of all, who the fuck eats bear? All right, so bear's on the list for all you people that eat bear. Beef, buffalo, bison, caribou, duck, duck liver, goat, goose, ham, beef heart, horse, kangaroo, lamb, beef liver, calf liver, goose liver, moro soup, moose or meese as I call it, mutton, opossum, partridge, pheasant, pork bacon, quail, rabbit, sweetbreads, beef tongue, turtle, veal, and venison.
Damn, who out here eating the partridge in
So
the pear tree?
And what he didn't say for all my A people is poultry. He misspoke a moment ago. Poultry and so chicken and turkey are neutral. So if you're in a situation where you want a little bit of protein, you can eat one of those and it's not gonna, there's no benefit, but there you don't have to avoid it. But the biggest thing for A is no beef. And nobody in any of the blood types is pork an option. So that's across the board.
Is
One
You
sided
tell
over
that to
there,
that
Mr.
southern
I love
man you
pork.
sleep next to every night. I
it?
want to hear
Exactly.
that conversation. That southern man you sleep to next every night. Well, how did that conversation go? No pork.
Facts. All
A
right.
hush
Let's
fell
see.
over the crowd.
Seafood. Seafood for my A people. All right. So you guys do have some beneficial seafood, so don't get down. But this is the avoid seafood. What's this? Sea ears? The hell is mutton shells? I don't know what the fuck that is. Anchovy, barracuda, striped bass, bluefish, catfish, caviar, clam, conch, crab, crayfish, eel, which I actually like eel, flounder, frog, gray sole, grouper, haddock, hockey, halibut, harvest fish, lobster, mussels, octopus, opalaki fish, oysters, smoked salmon, lox, scalloped, shad, shrimp, scate, sole, calamari, bluegill sunfish, and tilefish. All right. So these are the fishes you must avoid if you're type A.
Did you say crab?
I don't believe crab is on the list. Hold on.
It
Yeah.
is. It's on the avoid list for us.
Oh, all right. My bad. Yeah, I did say
Yeah,
crab.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say crustaceans are not on our list.
Mm-hmm.
At least red snapper is though.
Let's see. Let's see. Beans and legumes. Copper beans. Garbanzo beans. Chickpeas. Garbanzo bean flour. Kidney beans. Lima bean flour. Navy beans. And tamarind bean. All right.
Why Great Poseidon
So
say, please don't say
X's,
mermaid.
so A's get no hummus. No
No hummus
hummus
for you
A's.
A's.
Yeah.
No hummus for you A's. Let me go ahead and read your dairy and eggs avoid. American cheese, blue cheese, brie cheese, butter, Camembert cheese, casein, cheddar cheese, Kobe cheese, cottage cheese, cream cheese, Edam cheese, Swiss cheese, Gorgonzola cheese, Gouda cheese, Gruyere cheese, half and half ice cream, Jarlsberg cheese, buttermilk, 2% milk, whole milk, Jack cheese, Munster cheese, Neufchâtel cheese, Parmesan cheese, provolone cheese, Romano cheese, Roquefort cheese, Stilton cheese, string cheese, and whey protein powder.
So what vegetables can they eat? I mean, I guess they're
Vegetables?
vegetables.
No,
They're
they
probably
good on
vegetables.
vegetables. So type A vegetables. Let's go to your avoid list. Your avoid vegetable list is reasonable. So you can't have cabbage, capers, eggplant, juniper, shiitake mushrooms, black olives, bell peppers, chili peppers, jalapeno peppers, pickles, vinegar, potatoes with the skin. Oh, it's white. You can't have white potatoes with the skin. Rhubarb, sauerkraut, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and yams. Okay, so there we go. Um,
Sound like breatharians to me. Just
no,
air.
they're
Y'all can have
good.
air.
So the only nuts and seeds they can't have are pistachio nuts, cashews, and Brazil nuts. So they can have a lot of that.
Let Linnell tell her nobody should eat cashews.
Yeah, that shit is poison. Grains and cereals, you can have cream of wheat,
Not after you soak them, no.
farina, grape nuts, 7 grain, shredded wheat, teff, and wheat germ and wheat brand. All right. Let's go to your oils and fats. No coconut oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, hazelnut oil, lard, margarine, palm oil, or peanut oil. Fruits, you guys should be in the game. The only thing is no bananas, no honeydew melon, bitter melon, coconut meat, mangoes, oranges, papayas, plantains, and tangerines. All right. Um, let's see. And for your condiments. For the condiments and sweeteners, no Arabic gum, agar, aspartame, Irish moss, plain gelatin, guar gum, high fructose corn syrup, high maltose corn syrup, maltodextrin, ketchup, MSG, mayonnaise, methyl cellulose, mustard, pickle relish, polysorbate, sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, apple cider vinegar, except so the thing is, it's got avoid apple cider vinegar and avoid vinegar except apple cider. You see that, Val? You see that in the app? And Worcestershire sauce.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
Yeah, so
I
get
wonder
get
if that's a mistake. I don't know.
get some confirmation on that. Oh, A's
I can.
for
I'll
herbs and
look it up
spices.
in the book. I have the book.
All right, cool.
I hate it here.
For herbs and spices, you can't have chili powder, black pepper, cayenne pepper, or wintergreen. All right. Have we done enough damage here yet? We're good. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot beverages, teas, and coffee. For A's, you can't have beer, black tea, catnip tea, cayenne tea, coconut milk, corn silk tea, no distilled liquor, mango juice, orange juice, papaya juice, red clover tea, rhubarb tea, seltzer water, soda, tangerine juice, tomato juice, or yellow dot tea. All right. You know what, guys?
Wow, no orange juice. It's crazy.
I know. I forgot to read off beverages for type O. So O, this is for y'all. This is type O. Avoid beverages, teas, and coffee. So you guys can't have alfalfa tea, aloe juice, aloe tea, beer, black tea of all forms, blackberry juice, burdock tea, coconut milk, coffee, corn silk tea, cucumber juice, echinacea tea, gentian tea, golden seal, distilled liquor, orange juice, red clover tea, rhubarb tea, St. John's wort's tea, senna tea, shepherd's purse tea, soda, strawberry leaf tea, tangerine juice, wine. Oh, you can't have white wine. And yellow dot tea. All right. Man,
Can't have black tea.
no black tea.
What's wrong with black tea?
Again, it interacts with something in your body, whether it raises your cortisol, whether it's the lectins in it, whether it causes some sort of immune response that you don't know that you don't want. It may be the tannins, Nicola, maybe, but it might not be. It might be something else. All right, everybody,
And
huh?
before you go on, another important element for A blood type is your movement. So those with the type A blood, um, more like movement like yoga, swimming, walking, tai chi, those types of exercises are more in alignment. They're things that more deep breathing and
Yeah,
fluid.
calm
So
exercises. Yep.
those, yeah, those are the exercises that are in alignment with type A blood type.
All right.
At this point, it's sounding like we them little designer dogs that like people want, like everybody wants them, but they got all these special medical problems. And
Yeah, you're a
like,
French bulldog.
I know
Oh,
you
Paige.
fucking lying.
Yeah,
Hey, Paige, you're a type. You're a type A. Paige. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
yeah. Paige is one of y'all,
Oh snap.
Val.
Oh snap.
So there you go. All right. Let's see what we got. Uh, we got. All right. Let's go to the bees, man. Fuck it. Let's see. Let's start at the bees. Let's go to the meat for the bees. All right. Type B. This is the avoid list. Again, who the fuck is eating bear? Chicken is the biggest thing. That shit's ass.
I
Cornish
thought
hen,
bear was
duck.
bad for you because of the worms.
I don't
You
know.
can't have.
So
You can't have a horse either, Leno.
yeah, I know.
And and let's remember it may be an avoid for you, but it doesn't mean that it's ass. It just doesn't work well in your blood type.
Having to avoid chicken is ass. Um, Bear, chicken, Cornish hen, duck liver. goose or geese if it's multiple, grouse. I don't know what the fuck a grouse is. Guinea hen, ham, beef heart, horse, chicken liver. Where's Hess at? She told me I could have chicken liver. Goose liver, partridge, bacon pork. I mean pork bacon. I mean quail, squab, squirrel, sweetbreads, and turtle. So the biggest thing on that list to me was chicken. So I'm gonna type B. Um, yeah, chicken. That shit was ass. The fruits. I gotta tell you. So the biggest thing for me was the avocado, coconut meat. I love coconut. Huckleberries, laquat, persimmons, pomegranate, prickly pear, star fruit, and huckleberries and bitter melon.
Yeah, that's not a bad list.
That's not a bad
It's
list.
not. It's not.
Let's see, beans and legumes. Let's go. Um, Adzuki beans, black beans, which I actually like. Black eyed peas, which I actually like. Those are one of my favorites. Butter beans, garbanzo beans, lentils, um, mung beans, natto, pinto beans, soybean meal, is tofu, soy cheese. So some of those beans I actually like. Some of those beans are my friends. In terms of dairy, what we have to avoid: American cheese, blue cheese, which was my favorite. Duck eggs, god damn it. Goose eggs, gorgonzola cheese, ice cream, quail eggs, Romano cheese, string cheese, and Roquefort cheese. So that's not terrible. I was gonna buy some duck eggs next time I went out to the whatchamacallit. Um, the beverages to avoid: aloe tea, coconut milk, colt's foot tea, corn silk tea, fenugreek tea, gentian tea, golden seal hops tea, linden tea, distilled liquor, soy milk, mullein tea. I think I got some mullein in there. Fuck. Pomegranate, red clover tea. I got red clover in there. Rhubarb tea, seltzer water, senna tea, shepherd's purse tea, skullcap tea. What the fuck is a skullcap? Soda and tomato juice. So this is for all my bees right here. You said what about broccoli? Oh, can I have broccoli? Oh, yo, that's hilarious. Um, let's see, grains. So we cannot have. So this is the grains and cereals for blood type B. No artichoke, no buckwheat, kasha, saba, no bulgur wheat flour, no grits, cornflakes, cornmeal, not hominy or polenta, cream of wheat, gluten flour. Can't even have gluten flour. Graham flour, grape nuts, lentil flour, mastic gum. Can't have wild rice, rye flour, 7 grain, non-sprouted, shredded wheat, sorghum, teff, wheat bran, puff wheat, whole grain flour, white flour, and whole grain kamut wheat. Um, all right. Nuts and seeds. This hurt me bad. No cashews, cashew butter. No hazelnuts, peanut butter, peanut flour, peanuts, pine nuts, pistachios, poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, safflower seeds, sesame seed, butter, tahini, sesame flour, sesame seed, sunflower butter, and sunflower seeds.
Welcome to our world.
Bruh.
And
Let's
Paige, I
see.
feel all of your pain because I'm an A.
Bruh. All right.
Yeah.
Oils and fats. Yo. Oils and fats. Avoid. This is type B. Oils and fats. Avoid Avocado oil, board seed oil, canola oil, coconut oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, large margarine, palm oil, peanut oil, pumpkin seed oil, safflower oil, and sesame oils. For condiments, damn, the list of condiments is long. Um, did I read this already? No, I don't think so. Um, acacia, aloe vera, aspartame, barley malt, carrageen, which is Irish malt, corn syrup, cornstarch, dextrose, gelatin, guar gum, high fructose corn syrup, invert syrup, ketchup, MSG, mayonnaise, tofu, and soy, polysorbate 80, miso soy, stevia, and umboshi plum. I don't know what the hell that is. It seems like some Japanese shit. But yeah. I'm trying to see. Oh, seafood. Do we go through seafood avoids? So, so for blood type B, seafood avoids is, I don't know what a mutton shell is. Anchovies, barracuda, sea bass, striped bass, butterfish, caviar, clams, conch, crab, crayfish, eel, frog, lobster, mussels, octopus, oysters, Atlantic pollock, salmon roe, smoked salmon, lox salmon, sea bream, shrimp, skate, escargot, sunfish, rainbow trout and wild trout, sea trout, steelhead trout, and yellowtail. All right. So yeah.
Apparently, it's abalone,
What's abalone?
mutton shells.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? And for spices, the only spices blood type B got to avoid is allspice, cinnamon, black pepper, and guarana. So there you go. All right. Um, any questions about blood type B? No, we're good.
Movement, movement.
Oh, go.
So B is a lot like A. Yoga, you cycling, you do want to do aerobic types of movement, but in all of these blood types, the moving of your body is as important as, doing the things that are beneficial, eating the things that are beneficial, and avoiding. Okay, baby.
Bruh. All right. And finally, we got AB. So the thing is with AB, AB is a combination of things you got to avoid from A and things you got to avoid from B. Like they're in a really, really fucked up place. All right. Let's see. So the beans and legumes from AB is Adzuki, black beans, black eyed peas, fava beans, butter beans, garbanzo beans, what's the haricot beans, kidney beans, lima beans, mung beans. Yeah, so those are your beans. Um, any ABs in here, yo? Any ABs in the joint? Any ABs in the joint? I don't know if I know any ABs. You guys know any ABs?
My dad.
Me.
Oh, is he? Okay. Your dad's an AB?
That's what he said.
That's wild. Um, so yeah, essentially it's all the same stuff from A and B. Like we don't have to go through all of this. There's nothing new. All right. Any questions about anything we went through so far? Oh, Ren, your dad's AB too? That's wild. Oh, Ren, you're AB?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's why you get on everybody's nerves. Okay. I'm not mad at that. All right. So any questions about anything we talked about so far? Mm, everybody good. Anybody got any questions about anything we talked about so far? No, we're good. Um, let's see. What else did I have over here to go through with you people?
Wait, I thought didn't
Hmm?
I thought she was kept talking about she a blood type O. How is your dad? Is that your stepdad or something?
No, she said she's AB.
No, Anna. I thought she said she was O.
No, so
I
Anna,
am
she's
O,
O. Her dad is
How
AB.
is
and my mom is O.
so you? That don't make okay.
That's what. Look, my mom say she O. My dad say he AB.
That's what I'm saying. So you would either be an AO or a B. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like that. You wouldn't just be a basic O. Like that don't
Look, my
work like
Eldon
that.
card didn't have those choices on it. Okay,
No, I mean it gave you an O, right?
it gave me an O.
Yeah.
You know,
O
So
I understand.
positive.
Okay, never mind.
no, so this is the thing, Jamila. I've seen that. I've seen the chart where they say, well, if you're this, then if your parents are this, then this is what you can be. I've seen that, and then I'll be talking to people, and it don't be lining up with the chart sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in schools, you learn about like the Punnett squares. You know what I'm saying, or the Punnett squares, or whatever they're called.
Hmm.
And it's literally just the four boxes. These two people have this opportunity to make these types of children.
Hmm.
So I'm like, that's questionable. As to what we've learned compared to what she just said. I'm like, huh. Now I'm not saying that's not your dad or nothing. I'm just saying that
It
that's
sounds like you alluding to the fact that that's not her dad. That's what it
no, I'm
sounds like.
it threw me off because if her dad was AB and her mother was O and she's O, I'm like, I didn't know that an AB person could have an O baby. That's why. And I'm like, based off of what we
Jamila, I
learned.
sat here and did the Punnett square thing when they told me. And so I did it with the four squares and then I did it with the eight squares, like uh big O, dominant O, recessive O, um and A, capital B, lowercase b. Ish.
So
I think that's
no,
talking about alleles, right? Is that the
yeah,
same as what we're?
yeah, that's what it sounds like. So I'm looking at the chart right here. So Robin, you're saying your dad is AB and your mom is O, right? So I think Jamila's saying that per the chart, you should be either an A or a B. But I'm telling you, I've seen people kind of the same thing what Robin got going on, where it's like, yeah, my mom is this, my dad is this, and I'm this, and it don't appear on the chart. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. And I get that. That's what I'm saying. How
Hmm.
what we've learned doesn't always necessarily
True.
match up with what is. That was just my whole point.
Well, so one of the boxes had dominant O, recessive A, recessive B. So I think that would have to be how I got the O. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Yeah, so I'm looking
Jamila,
at it.
Jamila, does that make sense?
So I just have a level of cognitive dissonance when it comes to that. I'd have to like really look at it myself to kind of make sense of it because it's not, and it's like if these are exceptions, right? Just like how even Linnell was saying, like he knows other people too. Why is that not being taught? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's where my thought process is. Like, damn, why don't we know these other exchanges? Fuck what we know and what we have been told or how we can get to, where we're at. These excessive, like, what is the understanding for the other outcomes? That's what I'm thinking of now. That's the track that I'm on now.
No, I get you. I get you. So yeah, I'm looking at the chart right now, Jamila, and it's showing that hey, if you got this and that, like you said, Robin should be either B or A, right? If you're
But
in, hmm?
when have they ever told us the fucking truth? We
Oh,
can't
that's
go
true.
by shit they ever told us. See, that's my deal. I was across the room, but now I'm back across the room.
I don't believe shit they ever told us back in the day. None of that shit. We gotta relearn this whole motherfucking deal again, cause all that shit's lies. So that's why
Right.
it could be whatever the fuck, cause they done lied to
And
us so much. We don't
and
know
they
what the
could have
fuck
even
going on.
lied to the they could have even not told the truth to the parents about what their blood types
All that bullshit.
are.
All that
You
bullshit.
know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, it just
Hmm.
it goes beyond, just the surface of, because literally that just does not make sense. So either somebody doesn't really know what their blood type is, or there's an, you know what I mean, somewhere around the line it's broken.
I mean, so I know that in school we were taught the basic four square Punnett square, right? With the X and the Y and the X and the Y, right? But if you do it further out, like then there are boxes where I have the AB being recessive and the OO being two dominant O's with two recessive ABs. That's the only way I can get O.
All right. Well, Robin tried. So we're playing the scientific version of Maury Povich right now.
You are
All right.
not the daddy. You are not the daddy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shut up.
I know, right?
See, and I knew that
So
that was
Hess,
gonna,
Jamila,
come
when
up
I
here.
have a nervous breakdown, I'm coming to you. It's your fault, okay?
I knew that it was gonna sound like that, and that's not what my point was. My point was the whole, like I said, the other side. So I'm not, questioning. I'm just like, wait, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we quote unquote know and have learned. So that was my only point. I hope that you
No,
do
I
not
felt
have a
the
nervous
same way
breakdown.
you did. I felt the same way you did. I'm like, how is that? And I sat here and did it with the four squares, and I'm like, okay, hold on, we got to play this out further than just four squares because yeah, it didn't make sense to me either.
Hmm. Hey, Hess, you here?
Yes.
So, I'm looking at the app that I downloaded. That Corey told me to download for the blood type, and on this app, in the avoid under meats, it has chicken liver. You told me I could eat chicken liver.
That's what ChatGPT told me.
Why would you eat chicken liver or any part of the chicken if you can't eat chicken?
Because
So,
some things
uh,
like coconut, you can have the coconut oil and the coconut water, but the coconut itself, you can't have it if you're B blood type.
Ah, I'd kill
Or
your
the
ass.
And
coconut meat or milk.
I have the book. You don't have to go to Chat GPT. Why would you not just ask?
all right. So hold on, Miss Melody. The book chicken liver? No.
I don't know. I don't have it right
Oh,
with me. I'll find
oh.
out though. But I'm
All
just
right.
saying,
Bruh.
what are you doing?
Again, she told me she said I could eat gizzards and liver. I'm like, okay. And supposedly liver is supposed to be beneficial because of
Beef liver. Beef liver is
beef
beneficial
liver.
for you. Yes,
But
beef
I
liver is
asked
fine,
it
but
about chicken liver
chicken liver
itself.
is not. No, you are not supposed to have
Um,
any part of the chicken.
Oh man. All right. I was living great. I hadn't made the liver yet, but I liked it because it's got copper, and I was looking for a good source of copper. So yeah, man.
How many damn chicken livers you need to eat to get a drop of copper?
I don't know. I haven't eaten it yet.
it's
Mm.
high in copper and iron.
Yeah, livers. So is beef liver higher in
I be
copper and
over here
iron
trying to
too?
send this man to a slow death Hessa, and now you gonna come back in trying to sound all sweet.
Mm-mm. All right. Um, let's see what else. So I will say. So I went through a lot here. Let me do a real quick recap for everybody, right? So, and this kind of goes to what Miss Melody said. So, blood type O is considered the hunter. The hunter tends to produce higher cortisol under stress and is more sensitive to adrenaline spikes. Okay, and so The hunter needs high protein, low grain diet to stabilize energy and cortisol. Vigorous exercise helps burn off excess cortisol. So if you are O, exercise is your thing. All right. You have high cortisol levels. I read for you guys some of the conditions that come with high cortisol and some of the things that increase cortisol. So if you already have a high cortisol level and you're doing things to increase your cortisol, then you're putting yourself in danger of some of the stuff that we talked about. Okay. Blood type A is the cultivator. They tend to have lower cortisol, but can be more susceptible to chronic stress, and they have lower stomach acid. When I did this show the first time, I was looking at some stuff, and I found a stat that I found that was pretty wild to me. It said that 90% of the people with autism are blood type A, and that and understanding that blood type A has the lowest amount of enzymes and stomach acid, and they have the least ability to process toxins and poisons, that made sense to me. All right. And so blood type A benefits from a plant-based diet, calming exercise like yoga or Tai Chi to reduce stress and balance cortisol. All right. Blood type B is the nomad. Cortisol response is moderate, fairly adaptable to stress, but can be affected by overwork. Blood type Bs have a mixed diet of meat, dairy, and vegetables. Helps maintain cortisol balance. Moderate exercise recommended. And blood type AB is the enigma. Variable cortisol response can swing between A and B, depending on the stress, and needs a combination diet and flexible stress management, meditation, moderate exercise, in order to kind of manage the cortisol. All right. So type O, type O, high stress response, high cortisol, benefits from protein, vigorous exercise. Type A, low cortisol, right? May need calming routines to avoid chronic stress. Okay. Cortisol affects digestion and energy. So high cortisol can impair digestion, cause you to crave shit, or affect fat storage. Okay. And so the diet was designed to kind of manage the cortisol levels. All right, that was the whole point, to manage this stuff, to manage your lectins and the cortisol and the immune response. Um, let's see. So I think I went over most of the stuff. So what I wanted to talk to you guys, or at least say a little bit about my own journey. So I'll talk about this all the time, right? And I'll tell anybody that'll listen, right? Um, so I started. How long ago was this, Miss Melody? Maybe 2 years, going on three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started maybe it's almost 3 years. Um, with the blood type diet. Um, I'm about 95%.
Because you started eating something again because them sniffles came back. Them
No, I don't have any
not the
sniffles.
sniffles that came back.
Yeah, so I'm about
So
95%.
what was you eating?
Um, what do I eat? No, I'm just talking about in my
Was
diet.
that when he was overdosing on the goddamn detox shit, the parasite
Yeah.
Mm,
cleanses?
And he fucked up the mix.
No, that was
Oh,
No, 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 no.
that was another
So
time.
I don't know. I'm about 95%, right? So I'll go through stretches where I'm really, really, really good. And then one of my snacks. So when I go to Whole Foods, I'll get, because I don't eat a lot of carbs. I'll eat. They have a mixture of uh, beef and pork pepperoni, and so I'll eat some of that along with some raw milk cheese. And so I'll be sitting up here eating pepperoni and cheese like a little mouse. So
yeah, I'm screaming.
yo, I promise you, dude, Amy, because so the cheese come in this big ass block. And so I'll just take a little nibble of cheese, then I'll eat it. You know what I'm saying? Put a pepperoni in my mouth and just eat it. And I'm sitting there, like, so. Um, outside of that, I'm trying to think what else do I engage in on the regular. Um, outside of that, my diet is pretty freaking clean. My diet is pretty clean outside of that. I had some goat's milk, but my goat milk went bad, and I had to grab some cow's milk to put in my tea. But that's only, but I only use the cow's milk to bind with the lectins, you know, to bind with the tannins in the tea that I be using when I'm, because I'm doing a heavy metal detox. So I got to put some milk in my tea to bind the tannins up so they don't turn my mouth brown. I told y'all that story already, but I'm about 95%, right? Um, and so what I've noticed, I'll tell you, just from my like the biggest thing for me. And Liz here? She was here earlier. So Liz came in earlier when I first got on the app. And wait, is Liz here? Oh yeah, there she is. I'll have Liz tell y'all her story. So for me, the biggest thing is my allergies went away. I got allergies at the age of 28, and they got progressively worse over the years. I couldn't tell when they were going to come, and eventually I figured that they were coming around the change of seasons 2 times a year. They would come around April, May, and then come in August. And then progressively got worse, and then they would get bad throughout the summer sometimes. Like if you saw me any of these times, I live with a roll of tissue. I would just put rolls of tissue everywhere I was going to be. Right here by my workstation, one by my bed, one in my car, one in the kitchen. And so anytime like I had to blow my nose, it was a thing, right? Um, and so once I started, like I didn't even notice that I didn't have allergies anymore because I started in the wintertime. I started like right before Christmas. That's why I'm saying it's coming up on 3 years. And I didn't notice that I didn't have any allergies that like the following spring. Like it just didn't hit me. All right. Um, I can tell you I did notice the inflammation in my face went down. Right. The inflammation in my face went down. Like there are certain things that happen to your body once you start doing the thing that your body wants you to do. And it's a lot of it's little and it's subtle, but it makes a difference. All right. So I'll tell everybody, like if you really wanna, if you got health issues, the first thing you should do is find out your blood type and try to get in line with it. It may not fix everything, but it'll put you on the path. It will put you on the path. Robin, what'd you say was the first thing you saw?
My face wasn't so swollen, like the inflammation in my face.
And most people do. Most people don't know that their face is inflamed. Like you look at yourself and you think, "Oh no, this is how I'm supposed to look. I'm regular." Nope. You won't notice it until you're no longer inflamed and you see what you're supposed to look like. Then you're like, "Oh." Like I when I look at people, I can see inflammation.
That was the first
I
thing
see
for
the
me.
inflammation in people.
That was
Huh?
the first thing that I noticed was different.
Mm-hmm. I see the inflammation in people when I look at people. I can say, okay, yeah, you got inflammation all up in your face, cuz. Liz, you there? Let's see if Liz is up. I don't want to tell Liz a story. I want her to tell her own story. Where you at, Liz? You here? Nah, she might have fell asleep. Damn.
And while she's waiting, where you're waiting for her, you can go
Mm.
ahead and say thank you. You're very welcome, Linnell, for me introducing you and giving you more information about the blood type diet. I'm so glad it is beneficial for you.
You know what? I like to thank the most influential person in my blood type journey. I want to give a big shout out to the person that's been the biggest help in me getting on the path to eat for my blood type. This person made sure I was disciplined. This person made sure I didn't cheat. This person was holding me accountable every time I wanted to do something else. Every time I wanted to eat some chicken or tomato or anything that didn't align, or some pumpkin seeds, right? This person was the rock. You goddamn right. Wasi is my damn self. I want to thank me for not giving up. I want to thank me for
I
having
fucking
discipline.
knew it.
I want to thank me for seeing my way through. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank me for getting the right things every time I go to the goddamn grocery store.
So, with that said, everyone else listening, know that he gave about half of the right information. If there's anything that you want to know or to get a list that came from the book, not an app, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help.
Hey, yo.
Mine did come from the internet, so just FYI, mine came from the internet, so hers might be a little bit more
That
accurate.
was no slight to you, Robin. I appreciate you helping him.
Big slight, big slight.
Not to you.
Miss Melody, so let me ask you this. What kind of positive benefits did you see when you changed your diet?
I'm sorry, I'm in a bad area. What did you say?
I said when you got on the blood type journey, what kind of benefits did you see?
Oh, just felt completely better. My digestive system was smoother, sleep better. Just it right overall, my health felt better. And the blood type diet is a step because one of the things that we focused on here in the beginning 5 years ago was health. We used to have a health room, and there's so many other ways to go. And Linnell, you've talked about certain doctors. Miss J has, certain doctors. There's many directions to go to help elevate your health journey, but this is such a good start. And once you start feeling better, you'll be more open to exploring and finding the things that are in alignment with you.
Yeah, so that's one of the steps in the process, right? Is personalize what you got going on, right? And so if you have a medical condition that supersedes, right, the need, like what the blood type diet says, then I would say address that first. And once you get that handled, then you can revert to kind of a more basic thing, right? But you got to personalize it for you. Now that don't mean just decide to do what the fuck you want to do, which I know most of you people, that's what y'all think. You're like, oh, personalized. That mean I can just go ahead and keep eating what I want to eat. No, 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 no. Right. Um, when I most of the people I talk to who like are on it, like, hey, put a one in the chat if you're actually like if you eat for your blood type. Let me see how many people here actually eat for their blood type. Oh, hey, yo, Prasad, you said you did the parasite cleanse, bro. How did it go? What kind of results did you get, bro? You ain't tell me, dog. I didn't know you did the parasite cleanse. Good job. What kind of results you get, Poseidon? Let's see. Miss J, you not only lost you lost weight. Word, just doing the parasite cleanse, you lost weight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't get hungry much. True. That was the parasites talking, bro. The parasites wanted all that food. No headaches when you got hungry. Yeah, that was the parasite. So you know what? One of the things that parasites do when they want you to do something, like they'll start peeing in your in your body. That'll cause headaches. That's their way of getting you to do what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? No, parasites are a whole thing, cuz. So you didn't get hungry, no headaches when you was hungry, more water. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. Let me see who else. Who I got here that's doing the blood type. All right, Robin. Robin just started. Good job. X, how long you been doing the blood type diet, bro?
Uh, it really so I was eating it, or I was eating according to the blood type diet since my first fast. So the first time I participated in Ramadan,
Mm.
and then when we did the cook here, I found some reassurance in how I was eating. So I would say about 5 years, but I've really been on it since we done the cook.
Good. All right, what was the first thing you noticed that changed, bro?
My energy level. So the mistake that I was making was I was eating cereal and or having milk, and then I was going to sleep. So my health journey started with acid reflux. That's what really got me on it. So I had to cut that out. And then the first thing I did when I was going to a primary care doctor is what he asked me, "Am I working out?" I was not working out at that time. So I noticed as I worked out, and then I limited the dairy. I felt a lot better. So working out for me is key. That's why I'm always on the app talking about movement, movement, movement. So yeah.
Yeah. Um, yo, sleep good, energy good. Dude, and I eat a lot of red meat. So yeah, and I've actually started adding more y'all know what I added into my diet? I told you I added broccoli into my diet. Like, cause y'all know I eat the same thing all the time. So like I'll just go like when I go to the grocery store, I'm on automatic, right? So I already get the steaks, and I'll make sure I got some stuff to make pizza with my sourdough, and um, I keep some fish and some smoothie stuff, and so I've added broccoli into my routine because it's easy to saute the broccoli, like and it's actually delicious. Like broccoli is fucking good. So I added broccoli in, right? Um, and so I like it, right? But in terms of like energy levels, sleep, like all of that stuff is really, really good. Liz, you back? If Liz ain't here now, I'll tell her story. So when I got on this morning, I was on my way to drop. I think I was on my way home. No, I was on my way to drop the youngin' off, and so she came in super excited. I had never heard nobody more excited. Like she's an excitable person anyway, but she came in. She was like, "Yo, I gotta tell you." So she just started her blood type journey. So she wasn't doing very well. So Liz, if you don't know, she is Latina and Asian. Um, and they have a lot of cultural foods, right? Liz is blood type A, and a lot of her cultural foods she can't have. And so she wasn't very happy um, when I was encouraging her to try the blood type diet because she had really bad allergies. So she's got some cats, and so she, people with cats and allergies, they take allergy meds. Like they be on allergy meds their whole life because they want to have their fucking cats. So they be on allergy meds like a motherfucker, right? So, um, so her allergies, she said they were like really bad. She was taking pills and all this stuff, and so she was like, "Ah, fuck, she'll try it." She didn't want to try it, but she said she'll try it just to see what was what. And so she a couple days ago, like this was last week, she told me she was like, "Dude, I'm not sniffling as much." Like she had noticed that the allergies had subsided greatly, right? And so she was like, it's only when like it was under very specific circumstance that she even have a reaction. And so her allergy symptoms were just going away. And so I think this weekend she was like, she wanted a meatball sub. Right? She had the bread, the meat sauce, the meat, like none of that shit she could have. It's all on her do not eat list. And she said she had the meatball sub, And then the next day she was sniffling again. And so she was like, yo, to her, that was a very strong indicator that the allergies had nothing to do with the cats. It wasn't the cats she was allergic to. It's the food that was causing the allergic response. And I think a lot of people are like that, where people, you guys have these problems, right? You have these health problems, you got allergies, you got these things that are wrong, and y'all are pointing at the weather, you're pointing at the pollen, you're pointing at the humidity, right? You're pointing at the dog, right? And the whole time it's the food. The whole time it's the food you're eating that's triggering your body to behave like this. Like no one wants to believe that, oh no, I'm eating healthy. It's not what I'm doing that's the problem. Most of the time it is. Most of the time the thing that's triggering the response in your body is what you're putting in your body. It's not the outside. It's the enemy within that's causing the problems. That's causing you to fucking have headaches and knee pains and back pains and high blood pressure and diabetes. It's the shit you eating. Motherfuckers be trying to blame the gluten, trying to blame the flowers, the sun, the wind. Nope. It's what you're eating, dog. And this is a really, really good first step, right? I've seen a lot of people make a lot of progress with it, including myself. This ain't some shit that I just saw like, yo, I'm telling you, this is what I did. So I want y'all to be healthy. I did a whole show on, what was it, last Wednesday? We talked about insurance companies, how they're trying to kill you, right? You help them out when you eat the stuff you ain't supposed to be eating. You playing right into their hands because you're going to go there after a prolonged bout of something and you're going to say, yo, I'm having a problem. They're going to give you some pills. The pills going to cause liver failure, kidney damage, high blood pressure. You seen the commercials. Total scrotal implosion. They gonna give you a shot or a pill or a surgery, and then it's gonna put you in their system. And they're gonna keep you in their system until you get to 75, 76. After they done juiced you for all your little your premium money. And after you get to the point where they don't want to pay you no more, and then they're gonna off you. And then they're gonna say it's natural causes. You know what I'm saying? So this is important. Even if you think you healthy, right? So think about one of the things that we talked about was um, the lectins, inflammation, constricting of the arteries. You can't see your arteries closing, right? You can't see the inflammation inside of your body. You can't see what's going on with your blood every time the lectins are stopping you from absorbing nutrients or causing some sort of blood clots. And so it's a lot of stuff going on with your body. And so I'm gonna tell you, it's like death of a thousand cuts. Um, y'all ever see what's Ethan at? Ethan, what was the X-Men when Mystique was lifting weights and Magneto, this is a young Magneto, this is like Michael Fassbender Magneto. He saw Mystique lifting weights, but she was transformed so she looked human, right? And Magneto walked by and he caused the weights to get real heavy to the point where she transformed back into her real self in order to keep the weight up. And he said, if you're focusing on keeping up this facade, then you're not concentrating on keeping the weight up. And so, in order to concentrate all of her forces on keeping the weight up, she had to let go of the facade. And so, your body operates the same way. When you're eating things that you're not supposed to be eating, your body has to take energy to take care of that. It has to use energy, it has to use resources to deal with the things that you're not supposed to be eating. And that leaves it less resources to deal with other stuff. And so because you're draining your body's resources, it can't deal with the stuff from the outside. It can't deal with the cat dander or the pollen or the humidity or whatever else you think you're allergic to. It can't deal with the inflammation in your body. And so when you stop poisoning your body, when you stop putting the things that's not supposed to be in it, now it can focus on the things that are external. Now it can marshal its resources towards making you better. That's how it functions. And so that's my concept of what's going on when we start talking about the blood type diet, right? It's giving your body less things to worry about so it can focus on the things. So the things that it does have to worry about, it can now focus more resources towards it. All right. Um so that not the start of what we talked about in terms of blood type, to me, is way more important than the credence it's been given. There's a lot more going on with people's blood type than what we're being told. It extends beyond just food. Like we spend a lot of time here talking about food because that's how you guys are going to engage it. But I want you to think about the people you get along with, people you don't get along with. See if you can find out is there any correlation to their blood type? Is there any correlation to the people that you end up in relationships with and how your relationships turned out? Right? Is there in your work atmosphere? Is there any correlation between the people you get along with versus who you don't get along with in blood type? So I see like this is what they do in Asia, but I'm curious to know here, like, is it something you guys actually see? So I actually want people to report back to me and let me know, like, hey, yo, I found out, yo, all my homies, we all, or the people I don't get along with. The motherfucker I get that pissed me off the most is, all right. So I want you guys to start taking notice, because I truly, truly, truly believe that um, the blood type has far greater influence and impact in our history and who we are than what we're being told. All right. And so, um, who is that?
So you know the indigenous saying is blood finds blood.
Blood finds blood. I could believe that. That sounds about right. I could believe that. Like I said, I think it's more to it. And when I find out some more to it, we're going to do another show. I'm going to be like, yo, remember when I said that's what it's going to be. But Robin, Rhonda, not Robin. Rhonda, you eat for your blood type? Nope.
No, no.
Do you know your blood type, Rhonda?
Nah.
Bruh. See. All right.
Mm-mm.
One of the things I need you to get on that, Rhonda.
I think she's an A per the way she eats.
Uh,
Cause
she eats
yeah.
like an A. That doesn't mean that's what she is. She eats like
My
an A.
favorite foods though right now are all of my highly beneficial. My favorite foods, my favorite fruits, meats,
Mm.
vegetables are all of my highly beneficial.
Oh, good shit.
What's the blood type of the superheroes? That's mine.
Oh yeah. So that's in contention. That's in contention. Um. All right. So here we're gonna get up out of here, man. So I'm gonna play for you guys. So we'll be back on we'll be back on Friday. Yeah, let's do the moment of positivity. Even though this whole show has been positive, man. We talked about a bunch of good shit. Regardless of what Miss Melody was saying about me telling y'all about the avoid foods. It's been a really positive show. Um, so here, let me give y'all the moment of positivity, right? Um, and so I played this. I think I played this last show, but this shit is so dope. I'm gonna play it again, especially because we're talking about blood types and getting in line with your getting your diet in line with your blood type. I think this deserves to be played again. So this is your moment of positivity.
Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to prayer, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired, even when lonely. Discipline is best addiction. You want strong life? Discipline build it. You want peace? Discipline protect it. You want respect? Discipline earn it. No shortcut, only work. Be man with control, not man with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline become you.
I'm going to use that as my morning wake up now.
That makes me feel like a scrub.
Bruh. So remember that. When you like, you know what, I'm gonna try this shit, you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to get in line with your blood type, just remember discipline is how you do it. Right? That's what you need. You know what I mean? Robin, what you say I started to turn the AC down to 68 when I go to bed. Oh, you went to 68? Hey, try going down to 62.
Look, I was on 72. Okay, so I that's a big difference.
Is it? Okay, good job. You know what?
Yeah.
So how was it, Robin?
So I have to turn it down when I'm getting ready to get in the bathtub. So I'll get colder faster in the shower. I would fall asleep faster, but then I don't want to get up in the morning, so I don't want to be cold.
Good job. Good
So
job.
I can't keep it
All
at
right, y'all.
68.
All right. I mean, you're just starting, so it's cool. No sweat. Um. All right, so we're back on Friday. Conspiracy cookout with the 10-4 family. What are we talking about Friday? I don't know. I gotta look at my list. I feel like I want to do something. Some classic conspiracy shit though. I don't know what though.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
not doing the
Weather modification.
Dude, they already confirmed that. Like everybody, like this companies, they advertising it. Like that's not even a conspiracy no more.
you're not doing the
Um,
town move?
Not on Friday, so that'll be a Wednesday.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's a conspiracy university show. So yeah, this I'll think of some. I got a bunch of stuff in the tuck, so I'm
Think
gonna
of some
try.
motherfucking heat, music wise, that you gonna start this motherfucking room with on Friday. Very important.
Uh, I already know what I'm starting with on Friday. Um, yeah. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start a little late. So look to be like a half hour late. I got to work. So starting a little late on Friday, but be here. Hope y'all enjoyed this discussion. So I didn't want to do a show just about the blood type diet. I wanted to talk about the blood type period. That didn't come out right. I just wanted to talk about blood types. Right? I just want to talk about blood types because they're important, right? So I wanted to talk about more than just the diet. I wanted to talk about everything, like all the stuff, all the cultures that use blood type. to function and in making decisions. And it's not just to eat. So
And
that's
why they don't want us to know ours? They
and
keep
why
it.
they don't want us to know, because we're different species, man. The blood separates you by species. There's different subspecies, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Definitely like the compatibility part.
Huh?
I said I definitely like the compatibility part.
I know, right? That's just lit. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for coming to Conspiracy University. We'll be back. Conspiracy University is back next Wednesday, but we're back Friday for the cookout, man. We're gonna be back for the cookout. 10 o'clock Eastern, probably 10:30 Eastern, probably. Remember blackisuniform.com and vigor4pain.com.
Thanks for coming to the cookout, but you need the right gear. Blackisuniform.com, you can get it right here. We talk flat earth and mud floods. You might hear about the dome. No matter the topic, you just need something with the shield on. Blackisuniform.com, where conspiracy analysts are at home. Blackisuniform.com, where conspiracy analysts are at home.
Vigor Sport is love and light in a bottle, a CBD infused salve that rids the body of pain, arthritis, carpal tunnel, and muscle aches. There's no job too great for Vigor Sport. Headaches, muscle spasms, and menstrual cramps are a thing of the past. Vigor Sport is the Swiss Army knife of your medicine cabinet. Order your jar today at vigorforpain.com.